right, you guys? Podcast time.
Chew. It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chew Quieter. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Diezel Krentz.
Hey, it's more like special ed.
Very special ed.
This
you're
is
you're
a
definitely
special
on the spectrum.
retard section.
Yeah, you're definitely on the spectrum. RFK Jr. is taking the studies about you instead of these other kids.
Yep.
How's it going?
Yeah. Oh man, it's going good. I'm glad to be staring at your guys' faces right now for sure, man. It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
It has.
Definitely.
And advanced from the 18-foot RV to an actual house. So that's a good thing in my life. That's going.
Yeah, how are you finding that? Do you get lost walking around the lounge room?
So the because it's a little log cabin, all us men with hairy chests dream of that. I think, maybe not. But so my disabled ass has wooden floors. So I am falling more, slipping on these floors than ever. Oh God, I lost an ear. So honestly, the slip and slide, and it's wooden railing. So I'll go to slip, and I think I turned this off. And I'll go grab the railing, and I have had splinters the size of pencils in my hand.
Oh, geez.
Son, how do you turn this stupid thing on? I turned it off.
Technology. These technology don't get along.
Help the crippled old man, Dylan.
I can't do it. I got it.
So before we went on, we started recording. You mentioned Armando's beard looks like an upside down fire.
It does. You know what? That's the fire that can warm your hands from a distance. I feel like I can feel the heat from that thing. It's an upside down fire for sure.
Fucking fire show.
I reckon Armando's like the Yosemite waterfall. If you stand in the right angle in the sunset, it glows great. It glows like fire.
Right.
If I was to imagine a fire with reverse colors, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
to the colors even.
It's a monochrome fire.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't make fun of my beard anymore. I got like this 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah.
What happened with that?
Yeah. So I was looking at this picture with Michelle and and I'm like, man, I look like a damn homeless person, because I had the long hair and the long beard, and I shaved it off and feel a little bit better.
You look more sophisticated with glasses on too.
Oh yeah, it's I can definitely see a lot better, and they call them reading glasses, but I can't read any better. It's kind of bullshit.
You've never been able to read anyway.
Yeah, you actually have to know how to read to use reading glasses.
You just look at pictures. Come on.
That's why he watches cartoons all day.
If somebody hands you something and say, hey, take this. What's it say? I'm like, I don't know. It's not saying anything to me. I can't tell you until it tells me.
Why did you get the Greek instruction manual?
But yeah, I guess that's just a part of getting old.
Did you have to trim your beard down quite a bit for racing? Or does that matter?
You know what? Like when we're racing, I can't tell the long hair, the beard. It just takes a little more effort to put the helmet on. Putting your helmet on. It was long enough where I would grab it, I would put it in my mouth, and actually bite it so I could do my chin strap. So that's kind of funny. But if I did all that properly, I almost think maybe it benefited a little bit with the dirt and the dust and stuff. I think it maybe helped out a little bit. But the worst thing about the beard, anybody's got a beard listening to this is gonna crack up. When you go take a bite of food and your actual mustache is a little long, and it gets stuck in between your teeth, and food and it feels like you're ripping your nose into your mouth with the bite of food. So either you can let go and just, it's all over you, or you just tough it out, and it will bring tears to your eyes. It just pulls that hair right into your mouth.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of mine and trying to get it long. For one thing, to me, it just doesn't look good on me when it's longer. It makes me look so much older.
I'm not allowed to grow it any bigger than this. This is it.
Yeah.
I can't even grow.
Well, you guys all
this
look
side.
pretty good right now.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Gabe, when yours gets long, man, you look like you need to get deported or something. It looks pretty bad.
It does.
Like now it looks pretty even and good, but when it gets long, it looks kind of
very a la Akbar-ish.
Allah.
A la Akbar, Sudan, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets very Middle Eastern-ish.
So
Turkish.
are you continuing the racing next year?
So that's a tough thing, right? Like, it's a battle between growing up and doing what makes you feel like. I believe that whole element. I mean, you guys have been to the racetrack with me. I'm me at my truest form, So it's what it is. But this girl Michelle is really, really competing with that race car pretty good, So it's getting tough. I'm always gonna race, I think, but I don't know. It's getting tough. Like I say, we're getting ready to maybe slow down a little bit, but the whole team in the race car is so stinking fast. Dude. It is crazy in the desert this year. I mean, I passed 40 cars in the first 60 miles. It was stupid.
I watched the race pretty much from the get-go on your live. And I watch your live because...
That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, because you get to see the racing, whereas you watch their forecast and it sucks. You don't get to see anyone you know. They're always missing all the good parts where you can see from your live, inside, outside the car, how it's running. It's so much better. And from watching your car this year to last year is like chalk and cheese. Way different.
Did you say cheese? Like chucking, like you throw cheese?
Chalk and cheese. Chalk on a chalkboard.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. I gotta.
What the fuck is chalk and cheese?
You've never heard that before?
No.
That's an Australian euphemism for you.
Hey, don't say that too loud. It's going to be a new freaking overlanding Jeep shop, Chuck and Cheese. Hey, come get your ducks right here. At Chalk and Cheese. Hey, Chuck and Cheese. Chalk and Cheese. We got rubber ducks at Chalk and Cheese.
I really have to watch what I say in front of Diezel because he just spins it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hey, just write it down. I won't know what the hell you said.
Yep. How many ducks are you seeing on Jeeps that come into your shop every day? Is it getting out of hand?
Yeah, it's you know what? That's a double-edged sword. You guys know I always kind of double-edged sword everything, right? So the double-edged sword is the people who have the ducks are really pretty freaking happy. I mean, I'm okay dealing with the person, but they have ducks and then ducks glued on top of the ducks. Some people have 3 levels of ducks, and like oddly enough, they could tell me stories about every single duck. It seems like, but it is definitely getting a little. Well, it was getting a little out of control 3 years ago, but they're gluing ducks on top of ducks. They're gluing ducks into their vehicle, and the dash is ruined now. There's no way to remove it.
No.
Yeah.
Like it has value. Like these ducks have value or something.
Yeah.
They're adding value to the Jeep by gluing them.
Yeah, if I sell my Jeep, it's like it comes with 20 ducks, so I'm going to charge you an extra $1,500 for that. Like it's worth it.
Whoever would have foreseen it becoming our world becoming this, who would ever foreseen that? It's
was not on my bingo card at all.
No.
You're losing your ear again.
I need better grabbing ears, I think. It's kind of irritating.
I think that's because you're getting old, Diezel. Your ears are getting bigger.
No, it's the wax buildup pushing the thing out.
Probably.
No, I got pretty clean ears, I think. Yeah, I do the candle. You ever do that?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it really works, to be honest.
What's cleaner,
No,
your ears or your potato asshole?
Man, I tell you, so I go golfing, right? I love golfing, and I had to go. I had to take a shit so freaking bad, and so I went, and I kind of made a mess because I made it to the bathroom, made a mess. I'm like, oh man, yeah, cleaned up everything. Got to the car. I'm late to the hole. We got going. 3 or 4 holes later, I'm like, man, I don't think I cleaned myself up good enough. I kind of stink a little bit. And we went to I used to take my putting glove off, to putt. I take my golfing glove. My son's like, hey, Dad, you shit on your hand? Man, I looked down to my hand. Man, I had shit all over my hand. Man, it's freaking, I used a little water bottle of my golf towel, clean that little shitty hand up. It was rather embarrassing. My 16-year-old held it together, though. So, and the stupid thing enough, you guys can picture it when he called me out having the shit on my hand. I smelt it first. I'm like, goddamn, son.
At least you didn't taste it.
Yeah.
I think that was chocolate.
Oh no, son, this is good stuff. No, but it was pretty epic. It was pretty funny.
So for people that don't know for people that don't know the backstory about his potato butt,
is it potato or kiwi?
No, your butt is the potato. The kiwi were your balls.
My God.
So, season 1 of Kingdom Crawl, Diezel and some friends, Matt Loxley and Rob Ryan, Brent, they went to Colorado and did some wheeling. We took them to some different trails. This one particular day, we're on Chinaman's Gulch, the last day of the event. We called it the Onyx event. So it was the last day of the event, last day of wheeling. Diezel starts walking off.
Those cameras are good. Those cameras are really good.
Diezel starts walking off, and I turn the camera on, and he turns around. No, wait, okay, yeah. And then he turns around, and he starts pulling his pants down. And it sounded like you didn't want me to record at first because you were going to take a shit. And you're like, don't record me. And then you're like, wait a minute, this is a golden opportunity to just moon the camera. And what you did, and what we saw, what looked like a big potato stuck between your ass cheeks and a kiwi right under it.
So that whole trick about the potato is when I was in my early 20s and I was stripping, my dad stripped before me, and so I'm getting ready to do my first strip tease thing it was a birthday, and he goes, hey, put a potato in your pants. Well, he forgot to tell me to put it in the front. Oh God, that's the worst.
So here's the video of Diezel in his.
Oh come on!
I already had this queued up.
Oh my God!
You're on a trail. There are no bathrooms. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do.
Oh my God!
That's fucking rough.
I shit so fast.
I had to blur it out for YouTube, but if anyone wants the raw video, which you don't want, trust me, it's not pretty.
I like how you used the word raw. It was really raw.
It was raw.
So I think Adam Kaiser said, has somebody been punching you in the ass? Has somebody beat up your ass? Oh my God. I'm like, dude, I just drove 30 hours. Maybe I bruised. I don't know.
Oh man, we've had some great laughs on these trips. One of the funnier things that we ever talked about was trying to figure out the origin of the clap. Remember this? We were in South Dakota.
Oh yeah. How could I forget?
And
How could I forget?
we're in South Dakota, and for some reason, you and Adam called me into your cabin.
Oh no, we were in your cabin.
We were in my cabin, and you were there. Yeah. I was outside somewhere.
Hey,
and,
so that same episode, I don't mean to cut you off, but if you watch the episode and you go into my sleeping cabin,
yeah,
I totally had morning wood. And
I know you did.
I thought that was a secret.
No. Because I used that in a promo. I don't think you remember that. In a promo.
I was like, nobody knew, right? Nah,
no, I had the camera rolling. When I already knocked on the door.
Everybody saw it, Diezel.
So I knock on the door, and you're like, come in. And I walk in, and you're like, hi. And you're like, oh, hold on a second. And you grab a pillow, and you put it over your dick.
Man, I kind of deep inside, I wanted somebody to see that monster.
Oh God, I've missed you, Diezel.
Oh my God!
But the origin of the clap was my favorite, just because you didn't know what it was. You thought the clap was an actual disease. You didn't know it was a nickname for gonorrhea.
Oh fuck! Oh, it went in the crack, son. These ear things suck. I'm so not used to having these things.
It's because your ears are weird.
My ears are weird?
Yeah, weird. You gotta get all the wax out.
I told you it was the wax.
Yeah, even
Got it.
he said it was the wax.
You would think the wax would make it sticky, not loosely.
Like a surfboard, right?
Yeah. That's sex wax. So that whole conversation started. I don't know why, but we were talking about how the doctor in the medieval times would take your hands and clap your nuts, and it would squirt the infection out.
Right.
And then I think for a second you guys were like, "No way!" And then we actually researched it, and it was boat
It was
paddles.
worse. It was worse. It was wooden paddles.
I was way wrong. It wasn't your hand. It was a boat paddle.
Yeah. How rough is that your sexually transmitted disease is requiring you to basically crush your nuts?
And it doesn't even cure it. It will build back up.
Yeah.
Yes. If not,
I'm telling you what, that better be a good-looking man. I mean, woman. Wait.
Well, I was wrong. It's not gonorrhea. It's syphilis. The clap is syphilis, not gonorrhea. Yeah.
Syphilis.
So I wonder if that's why people die from it, is because they're just like, fuck, I don't want to do that treatment anymore. And,
kill me.
or at least back in the day. Because isn't that how Lucky Luciano died from syphilis?
Oh, I don't know.
You can die from syphilis? Really? Didn't know that.
Quite a few people have died from syphilis.
Now I'm gonna be freaking dreaming about it, and I'm gonna do the research on how many people died from.
See, this is why you have to teach
going down the rabbit hole
to use condoms.
It's so stupid. Yeah, condoms.
Yeah,
definitely.
Funny
but that
thing
was
is,
a good conversation in the cabin.
I never used condoms growing up, and I never caught anything, and I never used the COVID mask during COVID, and I never caught anything. It's funny how that happens.
Man, I tell you, the whole COVID mask thing, it was true about when waitresses and shit started taking them off, and their facial expressions, because they got used to making them. How many waitresses are really telling you to eat shit? Yeah. And you can tell because they forgot the mask was on. They're like, oh, that used to hide us for a couple years now. But if you really concentrate on people's eyes, they really are, eyes are pretty.
Yeah. Stop looking at my dick, Diezel.
Oh God! Now I was
My eyes
talking
are up
about
here.
your one-eyed Willie, or your brown eye.
No, not that brown eye. It's a much smaller potato.
Oh God!
So how
You
come you
guys
didn't
are
go to
the
Jeep
best.
Beach this year?
So obviously it's a lot of fun. Why didn't you go? You
I never go. No.
So
that's not
Jeep
my
Beach
thing.
really is so much fun, and it's just fun. I enjoy as a Jeeper when I used to tour the beach. I enjoyed it as a vendor. I enjoyed it, on the Shade Brigade and the big party. I enjoy everything. I enjoy the customers, but it's just a big expense. I would be there, but the racing thing, like this year at the Hammers, just killed me double. Then I mean, my truck broke down, my trailer broke down, the freaking the car broke down. I mean, it was a crazy mess. So financially, I'm just recovering. And Jeremy and Jake, I usually work for either Rock Crawler or Savvy. Well, which is brilliant. Jeremy is using Jeep Beach as kind of a vacation for his salesman to go down there and work the booth. So I'm kind of, unfortunately not needed, but I know I'm wanted. So those boys are going to miss me. But financially, I got to work. I got to do the grind.
You didn't go to Moab either, did you?
No, like ever since the racing started in my life, everything else just.
Yeah, he doesn't come play with his friends no more. He's just moved on to other stuff.
And
like we're nobodies
it's really
now.
Unfortunate.
We're nobodies
It's really
now.
unfortunate. No. Like you said, next year.
He's an Ultra 4 racer now, so you know what? We're beneath him. So it's like, look at me. I'm an Ultra 4 racer. I don't hang out with the plebs anymore. Like, you just Jeep people.
I think next year. I think next year we gotta for sure all go to Mob Moab at least.
So is it Mob Moab now, or is it Easter Jeep Safari?
It's still Easter Jeep Safari. Mob Moab's done.
Mob Moab is May.
That was do they still do it? They don't do it anymore.
No,
that was JP's thing. That was JP putting that on.
Yeah, but
there's no more.
No, he's not doing it this year. He did it last year, didn't he?
Yeah, I think last
year.
No, 2 years ago was the last one.
Oh,
because I went to the
who knows?
last one.
Those were the funnest ones, huh? During COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, we flipped that side by side. Man, I tell you, we flipped that side by side out there in the desert, and man, I bruised everything for a week. It took me over a week to heal. I was riding shotgun, and yeah, we just went over fast and hard. It was
what hurts more, that side by side roll or slipping down your wooden stairs?
Well, usually the wooden stairs, I'm drunk. So the side by side, and the side by side, there's bugs that live in the sand. So when you shake it up and you're in it for like a minute, like I had little bites everywhere. So I had like little bites, like sand fleas, I guess they call them. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I had sand fleas everywhere, and like my whole midsection was just bruised up.
Your luck is just shit because you got poison ivy on your dick and balls also when you're racing in, what was it, in Oklahoma?
Indiana. Yeah, look, I got poison ivy now. Look, I'll show you.
Jeez. Is that from that still? Or something else?
No, I got all over my arms. Like it's just that time of the year. If you're highly allergic to poison ivy, this time of the year, I have all over my legs.
What are you,
like
falling over in the bushes?
Why don't you avoid them and stop going into the bush?
If you're allergic to it, just wind or just like the dog. We have this little puppy. Look, can you see?
Yeah.
It's Daisy. So Daisy can go out there and roll around in the poison ivy, and then bring it, jump in my lap, and boom, I got poison ivy.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah, if you're allergic to it, like it's a big deal. And but usually avoid it. If I have direct contact like a normal person would, this is like just either dust or from the dog brings it in. If I get into it, I'm going to the doctors to get steroids to make it go away. It will not go away. Yeah, it's poison ivy. I'm like, let's see, your kryptonite.
Man, now I know. Now I know what to bring to Jeep Beach next year to get you to fuck away from me.
Oh, God.
And to get it on your dick and balls has got to be bad.
You don't have to go that extreme to start talking. Oh, damn. I lost it again, son. Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Hey, DJ, get some tape.
Yeah, duct tape that shit to his ear.
Wrap it around. Just wrap it. Get a bandage, DJ, and wrap it around his head.
Go put his helmet on him too.
Now he's getting it surgically implanted by his son.
Oh, God, I felt the click.
Yeah. Gonna sound like that?
Yeah, can you turn it back on? Oh, you guys talk. Dick. Oh, now it's on.
You good?
Yeah.
Scared him.
I felt it pop. I felt it pop this time. But yeah, the poison ivy. That's just the thing, man. It's
crazy.
It's bad.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's just like a diabetic. If you're diabetic, you cannot. If there's a candy bar sitting there, you have no choice. If somebody doesn't take that candy bar away from you, you're eating it, and then you're going like. I love outdoors more than anything, and that's where the poison ivy is. Like, come on.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go outdoors and eat your candy too, I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So you definitely have to live out west for that to not affect you, because poison ivy isn't out west, is it?
Oh, well, then it becomes poison oak.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, it's just a different version.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
But your luck with the outside is just shit though, because you got bit by a tick, and you couldn't eat meat
For 4 years.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, so I that was a crazy deal. I got bit by a tick in my armpit on 4th of July weekend up in Martha's Vineyard, right? So didn't think anything of it. I freaked out, ripped it off, and a couple months later, 5-6 months later, maybe, I am sleeping, and then I'm like throwing up uncontrollably, like for hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, man, I don't ever want to do that again. I had no idea what was going on. Well, it started becoming a normal thing. I remember throwing up, and I was in my camper. I lived in a camper for quite a while. And
very well documented, by the way.
And I remember it was winter, and I didn't figure it out yet. And the water had to get shut off because it would freeze. So I had no water, and I am throwing up to where I think I'm throwing up poop out of my intestines, and I can't stop. I thought I was gonna die. Like I'm by myself. I thought I was going to die. I take the water out of the coffee pot Keurig, and I'm drinking the Keurig coffee pot water. So I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I had this water, because I honestly thought I was going to throw up. And then I separated my sternum. I threw my shoulder out, like all this stuff. And then I was with some friends, because it became everybody knew, and we didn't know what was going on, so we all knew about it. And then one of my friends ordered me a sushi roll that had the steak on it, the raw steak, and they torch it, FMN roll or something like that. So I ate it. Sure enough, puke, 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 puke. And my friend goes, I figured it out. You're allergic to red meat. I'm like, you're so full of shit. Like, there's no way. So I had a cheeseburger. Oh my God. It was it. And I stopped eating, because you think you go to a doctor and you'd be like, hey, I'm having these problems or whatever. And you expect the doctor to tell you, oh, well, you're allergic to red meat. But it's not like that, like an allergy or whatever. The doctor said, you're probably going to have more success if you just pay attention and try to figure it out yourself. And that's what they told me, because an allergic, person, whatever, is so expensive and it takes forever. If you really need to try to figure it out. So we figured it out. I stopped eating any kind of, steak, anything. I'd stopped eating all, fish and chicken. That was it. And then Jake Glazer, his wife Stephanie, is a dietitian. And she does diets for people. That's her job. Like, if you you have medicine or whatever, you want to lose weight, whatever, you give her a call and she will figure out your diet and really cure you from what you eat instead of taking shitty medicine and pills all the time. Well, she dove into it, and she said even the most severe cases I found didn't last over 3 years. So, ironically enough, we're at Travis Goldstein's house, and you guys know he can throw down,
Oh, yeah.
The beef. He can really stroke some meat, So, so we're there, and believe it or not, it was on 4th of July, exactly 4 years after, and I ate it and tried it, and I was good, and then I kind of eased myself back into it because it's scary to do it because, I thought I was going to die from throwing up. What a horrible way to go. But yeah, so I've been eating meat and eating whatever I wanted ever since.
How did you know it was from a tick?
So once we found out what it was, it's almost like a real life escape room. You guys have been to escape rooms? Mm-hmm. Yeah, super fun. It was like a real life escape room. And as soon as we found out we're allergic to meat, there's not very many things that make a person automatically, be allergic to meat, except there's a thing called a long star tick. And if it could bite 98% of the world, they wouldn't have a problem. But little old Diezel here gets bit by a stupid tick, and it puts me down for 4 years.
And you didn't have Lyme disease from that either. It was just that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you got treated, if you figure it out and then you get treated, the treatment would actually cause Lyme disease at that point in time. I know that sounds weird, and people will call me full shit or whatever right now, and I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the technical terms, but so you get Lyme disease, and then they can treat that Lyme disease. Like, if you get treated for this, it will cause the Lyme disease, I guess, and then they have to treat the Lyme disease. Or you let it run its course.
That's wild.
So, yeah. But we were talking about a real life escape room that took us a year and a half to figure out. And I thought I was going to die.
And that whole time you still lived in the trailer in the fucking woods.
Oh yeah. So nobody could hear me scream. Yeah. Because when I throw up, I swear to God, everyone knows. I throw
that
up
house is pretty cool. Brad's house.
Oh, good old Brad.
What would you call it? Brad's home of wayward women.
Yeah, and Diezel. There was a big wooden sign that says Brad's house of wayward women, and Diezel. Yeah, there's a lot of good people that have come and gone out of there, just lost souls, you know. That he's really helped a lot of people find their way, and yeah, it was good.
Was that just his collectibles? Because that's almost like an antique shop that he's got.
Yeah, he's just eclectic. He had some weird shit, right?
Yeah.
Like tools and cameras. He has some cameras that, I mean, you'd almost think there'd be a puff of black smoke after it takes the picture. They're so old.
Let me see if I can find a clip of that really quick as you guys talk. But yeah, that was a fun place. I was like, if we didn't have to leave, I would have stayed there for a little bit longer and, you know, kept looking and digging through his shit because
that whole weekend was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Talking about eclectic and collectibles, Armando, how's your Ford Bronco doing?
It's collectible. It's outside collecting dust.
What's making an Ultra 4 car?
Oh, geez.
I want to put Meehan in a freaking Ultra 4 car. He's a driver.
Yeah, let's do it.
Check this out.
More open.
Okay.
I love this place. When all goes wrong in the whole world, there's that one place, and this is it. This is my place that I feel at ease, free, a little confused. Come on in.
A little confused.
This place is just wild with all
I don't think
kinds
I've
of
ever seen
artifacts.
this.
Fart guns.
Oh, yes, I have. I remember this.
Yeah, so this place is pretty neat. I won't get to that part, but there's a part where Travis grabs an old Playboy magazine and goes to the centerfold and sniffs it. Like what are you trying to what are you trying to gain?
Maybe he
from
thought it
this?
was a scratch and sniff edition.
That's what he actually says. He starts scratching it afterwards and sniffed it again.
Travis is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But my son probably is the one who made that thing sticky. I'm sure. You know, so that was one of the biggest things because you know the whole trailer situation was actually pretty cool. You know, like from the outside looking in, like I could be you know judged or criticized of you know maybe not being so great. You know, but it allowed me to travel the country. And I've really, you know, wheeled some amazing places, and it was because, you know, it was pretty easy for me to afford my home life there. But you know, DJ, you know, once he turned 12, you know, 13, man, it was only 18 foot. When he started masturbating, the whole damn thing would rock. I about fell out of the bed. I'm like, son, you've been in the shower. There can't be any hot water left. You know, I was surprised he come out blind with freaking hair on his palms. So that's when I was like, I'm gonna have to move out. I gotta move out.
He needs a stable place to jerk off.
He needs a stable.
Poor D.
For anyone interested wanting to see this, has not seen it before, just go to YouTube. Search for the channel Crawl 5280 and look for Kingdom Crawl Cribs Diezel.
Oh God, that was so silly.
It's about 8 minutes long. It's just our version of Diezel, or the MTV Cribs version of Diezel. So it was a lot
so
of fun.
much fun.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah,
That whole weekend was fun. You got to come spend a couple days.
yeah. That was the first time I ever realized there was two Denvers in this country. There's a Denver, Colorado, and a Denver, North Carolina.
Yeah, but if
Completely
you
thrown off
say, if I say, even though I'm close to Denver of my shop, if I put Denver or O'Reilly's Denver, it always goes to Colorado. It never says Denver, North Carolina. If I go, hey, get me a pizza in Denver, I have to say North Carolina, or it will give me some crazy place. You know, that crappy ass pizza place you took us to, that was the worst.
Bojo's?
Oh, Bo Joseph's the worst.
Everyone got the shits that night except me.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Iron.
Rob, Matt, Brent, you all just had a horrible night of diarrhea from all reports.
Yeah. Well, it was good that Rob got the shits. He needed to lose some weight, probably.
Hey, did you
I
ever see
talked to him a lot.
Did you ever see the video of him falling out of his buggy and breaking his arm?
Oh, I don't want to see that.
It's okay. So he's in North Carolina or South Dakota, and he did what was that trail that we did? That was the upper and the lower. Was it King
middle,
Kong?
upper,
There was middle.
Oh, Captain Crunch.
No, not Captain Crunch. The one that was a little bit beyond that. It was like we walked.
Axle Breaker.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember.
So middle, upper. That was a different trail system.
It
that
was
was
the
in
same
Colorado.
It was the
King
same.
Kong,
It was the same trail system as Fruity Pebbles. It was in that area.
Yeah, so that was the Kong, and then there was that crazy creek that only those two, Alex and
Yeah. So Rob went on the upper part, the really hard section with Alex. They went on their own.
Oh,
trip.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
And Rob is excited. Alex is filming it. Rob tries to jump out of his buggy, and his foot gets snagged on one of the bars on his buggy, and so he almost face plants. So he sticks his arm out to brace his fall, and you hear his arm break.
Did you get footage of that?
Yeah, there's footage of it. Yeah.
Oh God.
He looks like an aggressive man, but I always thought he was pretty armless.
He's very harmless. So here's the thing about Rob.
Stupid.
Rob is the first person that will.
Gabe didn't even get it.
I didn't get it. What did you say it again? Maybe...
He's pretty armless, not harmless, armless.
God damn you and your fucking dad jokes.
So stupid. That's great.
There you go, again with the tism.
Hey, God, it's come loose. Hey, son, could you put some chicken cock in there?
Chicken cock.
It's really good bourbon, actually, if you guys like bourbon.
What are you drinking?
Chicken cock.
Oh, that's what it's called? I've never heard of it. I thought you were trying to tell him to put his dick in your ear or something.
You never know what Diezel's thinking when he says
right?
shit.
That's why,
It's like every time he opens his mouth, you're like, huh?
Waiting for the punchline.
Yeah.
What's going on? What do you mean?
So
What's this innuendo word for?
It's like that hoof that he wanted to drink out of all night when we were in Colorado.
So you want me to tell you how brilliant I am sometimes?
Don't tell
Like
me you found the
everybody
hoof.
has. Well, so that particular situation. Now, hear me out on that whole deal. So the Mexican restaurant is coming out, and they didn't say, this is $20. If they would have said this is $20 a shot, I like obviously financially would have made a deal, but they're giving us shots of tequila like for free.
Yeah.
I was like, bullshit, I'll take it. And you guys all gave. I'm like, I'll drink it all. I bet I drank 5 shots and it probably wasn't equal one shot.
You had probably I would say at least 12 shots within an hour.
Yeah. But I don't think they were watered down, they gave us free alcohol. Nothing's free in this world.
Yeah.
I knew I'd be okay.
Well, I had a feeling that once they saw the cameras, they were like, "Oh, maybe we're gonna be famous. They're gonna show our taco shop or some shit like that." So they're just like,
"Oh, I didn't even think about that. Fuck,
Yeah.
I might have got screwed." But I'm pretty good. But I did take a digger leaving. I guess maybe You know,
No, you were drunk. Adam had to drive home, or back to the hotel, I should say. Yeah. You had a good time, dude. That was some.
Adam
fun
came
shit,
out
though.
at the Colorado when we raced the Nationals. We podiumed the Nationals. That was pretty epic. But him and Sean came out, just the two of them.
Nice. Yeah. That kid's got to be getting big too.
No, he looks the same. He's
Does he really?
But I mean, in comparison to the family, it looks like he's getting big.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause they're all pretty short.
Yeah.
So you grow like an inch in that family. Like, whoa, slow down. You're gonna grow over us. God bless it. It's like a weed.
So there's two things that Matt Loxley wanted me to bring up. One was the potato in the butt and the kiwi balls, and the other was you getting kicked out of the casino in South Dakota because they thought you were drunk.
You know what? I was. I think I should have got kicked out because I think I was inappropriate to one of the waitresses.
Oh, no.
So, and then you guys had my back, and I wanted you guys to have that camaraderie with me, to have my back. So I ignored all the bad behavior I did to support you guys. I was like, this is God.
And then a few hours later, you guys went to a bar. There was some dancing going on, and Matt had a tray of drinks. Do you remember this? No. He had a tray of drinks, and you bumped into him, or he fell on a drink that you dropped. He slipped with a tray of drinks. Do you remember that? And his knee was torn.
That was at dinner. That was before that.
Oh, that was before.
Yeah, he tore his knee before that.
It was the night before then, because it was that night. I know that.
Yeah. Matt Loxley, he is super fun.
It's always
not so much, not that great of a spotter.
Not that great of a light salesman
or
either.
a driver.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I love you, Matt.
Yeah, he's the best.
Hey, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Hey,
at the shop, there's still one box left of high beam off-road XJ lights.
Really?
man, that's like fine bottle of wine there.
I'm still looking for warranty on those things because I think one of them doesn't work.
Did you unwrap them yet? I tell you, those years, Matt, like he was living large. Like he like I hope he doesn't take those years for granted because he was really having fun. He was doing good. You know, just some couple little freaking, bad moves.
Yeah. Well, me and Matt came onto
COVID.
the show scene pretty much the same time, and we just followed each other around the show circuit, and we definitely had a blast.
So much fun. And now he's a dad. He's got a baby like a year old or something?
Yeah.
Almost
Did he have a girl or a boy?
No, it's a boy.
It's only 2 years old, I think, would be now.
No, he just turned a year.
He just turned a year.
Huh.
Yeah, he just turned a year.
And his wife is beautiful, so he must be hung well or
Yeah,
something.
I don't know what.
No,
we always used to wonder how that happened.
No, he's not. No, Matt is. You know how everything's compared to a lighter. Well, I'm comparing Matt to a lighter. That's gracious for Matt right there.
If that was Matt's lighter, it wouldn't work.
Oh, poor Matt.
I give Matt
That's
shit all
great.
the time, but it's all right.
But
He gives me shit.
But
too.
the whole Ultra 4 thing, everything that we've done in the years of Kingdom Crawl, that's every video I make, everything I do, I always put Kingdom Crawl and Crawl 5280.
Mm-hmm.
Because without the ability to see different lines and rock climbs and different ways of doing stuff, because everybody can do the line, right? But when you're running that Ultra 4 stuff, you have got to see different things, and then the ability to use another vehicle as a rock to climb over. Like it all has to do with all the years and time I've spent with you guys, and we're always trying to push the envelope to do new stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And Matt, you know, he's right there, you know, always pushing the envelope.
Well, how many times did we go out on trails that we've never been on before, and we're in a foreign place, and we just kind of had to figure it out?
Yeah, that bikini or T-back and bikini.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't mind going back and doing those again.
That was one hell of a fucking trail. I'll never forget that fucking trail.
I'll put the old race car on 40s again and go.
That was the longest day of my life without any brakes. Like,
no
one broke, but it was a long fucking day because there's like, what was it, 30 something obstacles?
Hey, what was the deal with them girls and shit that got out there?
Oh,
and they were going to go do the.
Yeah, they were looking for a waterfall or something, right? And someone gave them wrong directions.
My Michelle, she watches stories like that all the time about the two girls out there trying to look for a waterfall, and then they disappear.
Yeah, that's all your two white women from Florida were in South Dakota, and no one has heard from them since.
Man.
More at 10.
Yeah.
That was kind of, I was like, how in the fuck did you guys get up here?
And it's fortunate for them that we finished the trail when we did. Otherwise, they would have been fucked.
So, like on that same, can you guys hear me again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like the same thing, we're in Johnson Valley doing the hammers, and we're pre-running, right? Well, when the sun starts to go down in the desert, you better be on your way home or you're going to be in trouble. Mm-hmm. And there was two guys, and one of the guys had his wife with them, and they were banging up one of the trails. I forget what one it is. And it was pretty aggressive, and it just gets more aggressive. And I looked at the girl because these guys were very masculine, very unwilling to listen to another man. You know how we all get that way, and you know, being stubborn gets us in so much trouble. But I looked at that girl, I'm like, listen to me. You need to get out of the desert and get back to your camp. See that sun? When it goes down, you're going to be in big trouble. Get these guys out of here. Do not go that way. And then she kind of had a battle ahead of her because those guys wanted to send it further into more difficult terrain. And I'm like, hey, I said my piece. And then we went and turned back and went back to camp. But, you know, hopefully those people kind of listen to reason. But it's amazing, especially out there because it's so big out there in Johnson Valley. Mm-hmm. It's amazing how many people just don't understand the basic concept of safety first or something. I don't even know. They're like, yeah, those girls probably didn't need to be there.
Well, there's just so many idiots that go out there now. Like, it's just from the first year I went out there, which was I think 5 years ago now, 5, 6, 7. I've been 6 years ago when I first went. Till the year after that was when it really started getting stupid. Like all the side by sides came out there, and the men of idiots that were just out at night time. Like, you just didn't drive at night. You just stayed in camp because it was too scary that you're going to have an accident with fast moving vehicles.
Yeah, especially if you're not in the safety of the lights.
Yep.
Like you get out there. I mean, that's why it's spooners. You know, they named it spooners because grown-ass men had a spoon to keep warm enough to survive because they broke down. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely crazy out there. then the weather can change really fast.
I know. So, because we race, and then every year I, obviously piss all over myself. So it's okay during the day. But then when I broke down. I freaking broke down. I never break down. All the kingdom crawls, I was the mechanic. I fixed everybody's shit. I don't break down. And I broke down all 4 years. So
are you really
down.
pissing yourself, or are you in a diaper?
Oh no, I know. I just pissed myself. So first, I tried that.
The condom didn't work.
Hey, I made a joke. You guys want to hear a joke?
Sure.
And I 100% am the pioneer of this joke. So when you get your catheters for off-road racing, they're condoms. They're not catheters that go inside you. They're condoms. And they judge 3 size of condoms. You have your half-ton, you have your 3/4 ton, and then you have your 1 ton. And then when you flip it over, there's a depends, and that's called the dump truck. I made up the dump truck part.
I could tell.
It's kind of witty. It's kind of funny. I've told it. People laugh. I don't know.
It's a good dad joke.
Yeah.
It is. I tell my dad jokes.
You do.
He laughs.
Yeah.
He laughs.
Hey, did you ever give your dad that sign?
That was an epic moment. Yeah, that was an epic moment. Towing that sign, it had to be 2 8-foot pieces. The sign was 16 feet long, so it's 2 8-foot pieces. And when I was driving down the interstate and the wind would kick, it was it sounded like 1,000 people that had clap at the same time, and it was just freaking. No, it was a battle to get that sign back, and it's hanging up in his garage. He was super excited. It was a joyful deal. Me and my dad had a little like me and my dad are okay, but me and his partner, his wife, I guess, trying to keep it as nice as I can, but really had a pretty bad falling out. So I haven't talked to my dad in like over a year. Yeah, bad deal. But anyways, that sign's hanging up proudly. That was a big deal. Hey, you remember Pete that we went to Dakota with, the sticker guy?
Pete.
It was Rob, Alex. Was it?
Oh, no, his name wasn't Pete. I know who you're talking about, though. Yeah.
He owns a sticker company up there with Alex.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
In Colorado?
No, in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Yeah, so we did.
He lives in Puxatawny.
God dang, that was great pronunciation. That was awesome.
It was a very lucky pronunciation. Lucky guys.
Hey, is that the the Groundhog Day town?
Yeah.
Like the Groundhog Puxatawny. Hi.
Yeah. Austin, that's his name. Austin.
Well, how did I get Pete? His last name's
I don't know.
Austin Pete. No? Am I stretching? I'm fucking stretching.
Yeah, like gum.
Well, he made decals of that sign on his own, just randomly, and sent them to me. All these feels like
really?
He's a talented signsman.
Nice.
How'd I get Pete? I wonder.
I don't know.
Shut up, Armando.
We wonder sometimes where the shit comes out of your mouth.
Armando's name was probably Pete when they first met, and Diezel forgot his name too.
Yeah. Everybody's Pete.
Yeah.
The guy with the Pete.
Armando was intimidating. Like back when the like 4 years ago when we were on the Jeep show, it was like Chris and I met, like we're hanging out, like Gabe, like, oh my God, this is so much fun. Like Armando was like, oh shit, like he's talking to me like, fuck, I hope I don't say the wrong thing. Like, He was the king of the fucking off-road world.
Do you remember we're on Pritchett Canyon? We're just finishing Rocker Knocker, and I was talking to Diezel about someone on Facebook that looked just like him, and he's like, saying something like, "I came from my dad's balls. He didn't come from my dad's balls." And Armando's like, "Are you sure about that?"
I vaguely remember that. That was a high energy, though. That was like we were like wide open at that moment.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you. I mean, we knew each other before that, but it was the first time that we met face to face.
Oh, that was that Kingdom Crawl thing, and I just kind of sticks muds.
Yeah, the infamous one.
And then I'm like, all right, so like, is there a script you want to read or whatever? Like,
no,
nope,
just
nope.
whatever.
You got it. That was a fun trip, man.
Yeah, that was. That was the year before COVID, right?
It was.
Yes. So that was.
Babe, you okay?
That was 18 or 19. What'd she do?
Babe, come say hi.
She apparently fell down the stairs and got a splinter in her hand.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's me.
Michelle's drunk too.
Yep. There she is.
Hey, Michelle. Good to
They
see
can't
you.
hear you.
Wow.
Can you hear?
Hey, lady.
We can
Yeah, I
hear
can
her.
hear.
Oh, they can hear you.
Hey, it's the good side of Diezel.
Yeah, it is. It's because of her he no longer has a potato in his butt.
I know.
It's
I'm
still
so
there.
lucky.
And his kiwis are clean now.
It's in the front now.
Now he has to brush his teeth every day. He has to comb his hair every day. He has to shower every day now.
Yeah.
So,
Just look
life. Like, who knows what's going to happen in 6 months? Who knows what's going to happen in 3 months? Like, so much stuff. Like, I mean, Chris, you're gonna own an outlaw off road?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 50-50 with another guy. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, just don't make it with another child. Oh wait, too soon? Was that too soon? No, I'm just kidding. I like Gerald. I don't know what's going on, but like, if I'm not a praying person, I don't. But I hope, like, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Definitely
just
is.
so everyone knows what we're talking about. A shop owner that we're all friends with was arrested for child molestation. Was it, Chris?
Something like that.
2nd-degree child molestation.
Something.
Obviously, I hope it's not true. I just can't fathom that.
Can't see it being true, but
Yeah, but
Yeah, that doesn't match his personality at all.
no, it doesn't.
Zero,
But,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely zero.
But weirder things, But yeah, I just hope it's not true because first of all, there's a kid involved, but second of all, it's just a disgusting fucking act. So.
well, and two, if it is false, if it's a false claim, like, how bad of a person do you have to be to make that claim and put your child through that?
Yeah.
Well, who's the person? Like one of the worst things that we battle is the fact that as soon as it's all about miscommunication, right? Like, we have a deal, like, we cannot spank our kids. Well, it was a miscommunication, and people took it to a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
To now kids have the power. So was it the kid that said something that like created all this, that destroyed the life of this family? Like the whole miscommunication should have been, you know what? Instead of spanking your kids, we need to assess the abuse. So let's focus like 30 minutes. Send like education. Put your kids in their bedroom. Wait 30 minutes before you spank them. Like the spanking needs to be a spanking, not a malicious beating. And our kids need to be taught. They need to be taught this ain't the way you do it. And our kids are acting like jackasses. I'm not saying that's so true in this case, but if his child said something that he doesn't really realize what he said because they have no control, they have no boundaries because we took all the credibility away from the teachers, from the parents. You know, I mean, maybe the world needs a wake-up call.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time for sure when it comes to what kids can say and how it's construed, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
When I was a kid, I used to get in trouble all the time. And I remember one time my mom's charging at me with a belt in her hand. And I'm like, don't do it. I'll call the police. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
And we have a cordless phone. She grabs the phone. She gives it to me. And she starts whacking me. She's like, go ahead. Fucking call them. Call them. Call the fucking police. While she's smacking me with the belt.
Yeah, I used to get hit all the time. It's just a part of growing up. You did the wrong thing. That was your punishment. Did you do it again? Depends how hard the whooping was. Probably. Especially when my mum used to come at me with a wooden spoon. It would break every single time because I put my hand up and it'd break and I'd be like, ah, and run away.
Hey, did the wooden spoon come from the kitchen witch? Did you guys ever have a kitchen witch growing up?
No.
Kitchen witch?
Kitchen witch?
So it's a sewn doll, and it sat in your kitchen, and it rode a wooden spoon. My mom would break that fucking thing on my ass every time.
No. I can always remember
Kitchen
my dad
witch.
grabbing the belt and he'd fold it in half and he'd go...
The
like
snap.
snap. Like, I'm going to get you. Like, I'm going to get you. And I'm just like... And I'd always put my arm in it and go, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
I just Googled a kitchen witch, and I'm getting like very inappropriate triple X.
I think Diezel didn't realize it was a sex toy in the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, today's world is just nasty. I don't support nastiness. They need to rethink what's going on. Kitchen Witch was a nice little doll with a spoon.
Oh, God.
Well, look, I guess we'll wrap this up here. Diezel, love you, man. Thanks for coming on. Everyone,
I love all you guys.
Anyone that's in
buddy.
the Charlotte area, North Carolina, go to Stacked Off-Road for all your off-road needs for your truck, your Jeep. If you need to get fixed up, Diezel Shop will do it for you.
Go have a laugh.
That's right. Get jacked and stacked right here at Stacked Off-Road.
That was awesome.
That was good, Diezel.
Yeah.
You been practicing that?
Hey, I'll do your phone recording.
Okay,
Hi,
cool.
thanks for calling Outlaw Off-Road right here in Tennessee.
I'm not in Tennessee.
Alabama.
You're the only 10 I see. So stupid. So
There we
dumb.
go again.
Oh, God.
That's good stuff.
I miss you guys so much, man.
I
Yeah,
miss you
don't
too,
worry.
man.
We miss you too, buddy. Don't worry.
We're gonna have to all get together
Yeah,
again really soon.
Hey, well, Armando, you're going to have to take a trip, but I expect to see you two at Chattanooga AOP because I'm not going to finish a race. I'm going to win a race.
When is that, Diezel?
It's June 27th and
I'm there.
28th.
I'll be there.
Okay.
It's only
Armando?
an hour and a half of the road for me, buddy. I'm there.
June
Armando,
27th?
you can. Yeah, so if you fly to my place and then come spend the freaking weekend with me, man. Let's talk about it. Don't shoot it down now.
I'm not gonna shoot it down. I'm just let me see what I can do.
All right, let's do it. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Okay, we'll see you
on my
then.
calendar right now.
Fucking
Gabe's-
sweet.
Gabe's gonna be busy because it's gonna be hot and it's gonna get swamp butt. He won't be there.
No, I was there last time.
It might be an epic failure, but I'm going to win. I'm not going to just finish.
Hang on.
I'm going to win a race.
Do you not? You obviously go to win a race every time you go. You don't just go there to come last.
No, not in the Ultra 4, man. Like, we just try to finish the race. Like, but we feel like we're a team now to where we're gonna start winning. Like, we're gonna start winning races.
Good. Let's see it.
Let's do it. I love it.
All right, buddy.
See you there.
All right, boys.
All right.
Cool,
See you
brother.
guys.